Hey, what's going on, everybody? Joey coming in, and I've decided today's the day. So for all my friends and family who know me, what's going on, everybody? You'll probably start to see a little bit more of me on social media. Probably isn't going to make too much sense, but if you guys have ever noticed, I changed my YouTube page to Escape Ordinary Family about 2 years ago, because I've been fortunate enough to have what I feel is an extraordinary life and now an extraordinary family of a mixture of people. And some of the processes are frustrating and overwhelming sometimes, but it's pretty fun. So I figured I'd just start to document some more of the things that happen here. And so for those of you who don't know me, my name's Joey. I'm 35. I live in Northwest Georgia, and I'm from South Florida. And what I am in right now is I have a beautiful woman in my life, and she has 4 children, and I have 2 of my own, and we live on a farm. And it's a little bit crazy because it's a dynamic farm, if you will, with a lot of things going on. So today's video, I've been out here working a little bit, and I decided, well, shoot, let me just post a video because I'm out here working on this car, and I got to spend some time with a buddy of mine who kind of does the same thing, just with cars. But I figure when something's cool, I'll take some footage of it and talk about it, and maybe talk about some other things. But it's maybe more of a social experiment than anything else. But here we are, Northwest Georgia, Chatsworth, if you're unfamiliar with, carpet capital of the world, all of that, real rural America. And my wife here drives a Tesla P90D. Pretty cool, because I'm a car guy. Really didn't like it that much when we first got it, because it's really weird to be a car guy and then get in a car that's, you know, at least 0 to 60 faster than most things that you've ever been in, but doesn't make a lick of noise. So it was different, and I didn't like it. But then I realized, well, it's different. I don't quite understand it because of my background in mechanics, but it is still pretty badass car. Now, the Escape Ordinary portion of this part is I come from a little bit of a blue collar background, and my wife's maybe a little bit more of a corporate background. So she drives this cool car that I appreciate for a lot different reasons than she does. And it's a little bit of a pain in the ass because as a mechanic, or once was a mechanic, it's a pain in the butt to work on. So I said I was blue collar, and I know some of you don't know me out here watching this. I was a master tech for Ford for about 7 or 8 years when I started out in life, because I enjoyed cars, and that was something that served a great purpose for me at the time. So I like working on stuff, and the smart person in me sometimes is like, man, just take it to the Tesla place so you don't have to mess with it. And then other times, this is where I kind of end up. So today I'm working on pulling out the trunk components, if you will, because here's the extraordinary part of this particular vehicle for us. We have a mouse problem in our Tesla P90D that we were made aware of, and I procrastinated because I do that sometimes with mechanic stuff, and yet here we are. So pretty easy to work on once you get into it. If anybody has a Tesla out there, they're really cool cars. They're worth the money. They're good for the environment. I like driving it. It's really fast as a car guy, because some of my buddies that I grew up with, if you guys are watching this, it will not get you in a top end. But if you have something street legal on a 0 to 60 or the 1/8 mile, I'd be pretty confident in the old P90D here. So if you're ever up this way, we could test it out. But where we're at now with this particular car is we've got the majority of the front trunk components pulled out. I kind of stopped into it, just like any other car, a bunch of plastic. If you're not mechanically inclined, it's a little bit intimidating, but I promise you that it's no different than really changing 30 light bulbs. So if you're somebody who's capable of changing 30 light bulbs, you'll probably be able to get this out. Because I'm mechanically inclined, it's more of a confidence thing, so I don't mind pulling on something. But even like this little rubber grommet that was going through here, I'm not paying attention because I'm making this video, is needed to be pulled out, and this literally just goes to a light into the trunk release inside. So now, we pulled out our trunk lid. If any of my buddies are interested in seeing what lies in a Tesla underneath it, the way that they build the car is the battery pack is actually part of the chassis. So it's probably going to be hard to see here because I'm using a tripod that I can't move around really good. But you could see right back in there where those torques are, right behind that aluminum body or frame component there, is what encases the sealed battery. Small motor here. I thought when I saw this for the first time it was going to be bigger. You see the axles there. I've had to, I didn't put them in myself because I don't like messing with this car if I don't have to, but we've had to replace axles on this. Pretty torquey. A downfall of the sport side of the Tesla is it just on the torque alone and the weight of the car, it, in my opinion, prematurely will wear out the axles if you stay in it frequently. The other thing, you'll see there's a 12-volt battery in here. Something I didn't know about this car and I really didn't research was there's a 12-volt battery to run all the accessories. It does recharge itself. I forgot what the dude told me recharges it. It wasn't that cool to me, so I didn't pay attention. And then most of the other components down here, similar to another car. So you got some ABS stuff. Here comes Nat.
Who's that?
I'm just making a random video. You have some stuff down here that's going to move some things for hydraulics, AC compressor and whatnot. A lot of it's all electric, which is kind of cool, but that's not what we're here today for. We're here for a mouse, and clearly there's no mouse in the front part of the car. So I'm going to stop this video right now and probably splice in some video of the back part of the car. Oh, you got your mouse trap. Dang, see, we're ready out here. We're ready. All right, so we're back. We have found the rat's nest, which wasn't, I didn't see it right away, but Natalie was able to remind me where it was last time. So we've lifted up the power distribution box, junction box, whatever you want to call it. We found it tucked way down underneath there. So now Nat's gonna come out and vacuum clean underneath, but I'm gonna have to give her a hand. All right, so here we are. We didn't actually find the mouse, but we've removed everything but the material that the mouse is making its nest with. And then we have set a mouse trap in close proximity. So we're hoping that that's enough disruption to get the mouse back. So I'll maybe update everybody when we find the mouse. And like I said, stay tuned because there may be some weirder stuff than finding mice in a Tesla P90D out here in the middle of the woods. Talk to everyone later.